Hey everyone, it's Chris Tan, and during this lockdown, there is nothing worse than being bored to death. So I figured I'm going to entertain myself and hopefully entertain you guys with a new series I'm going to be doing where I'll be interviewing people online through the magic of the internet and sharing it with all of you. For the first episode, I have a good friend of mine named Harvard De Baron. The name itself is already interesting, but if you don't know the name, you probably know what are the things that he's done. He has a website or a blog called Alwayshungry.ph on Instagram, and they have 45,000 followers there. It's an excellent blog. And he also has a charity organization called uhappy Events, where they organize events for everyone. So to find out more about Harvard, let's talk to him right now. Hey Harvard, how are you?
I'm good, not so good, depending on the day.
Okay, wait. This lockdown is so weird, obviously, for a lot of us. And I think for you, it's a little bit tough because you're a very busy guy.
Yes, nothing to do is very different.
Yeah, so for the people that don't know, I get my insurance from Harvard, and we're going to talk a little bit about that later. But for now, Harvard, okay, so tell me a little bit about each one. So let's start with You Happy Events. Briefly, what is it? When did you start it? And how's that going?
Okay, so You Happy started 2006. That means we're right about 14 years old. And basically, what we do is we organize outreach events. So we are the mediator between the sponsor and the beneficiary. So if you want to organize a charity event and you don't know how, you don't know who and what program to do, so we step in and do everything for you. So there are two main tasks for the sponsor. That is to obviously pay for the expenses. At the same time, sit down with the children and do the program with them. So we do the skeletal, so no need to worry about what to do. We tell you how to conduct it. So you sit down, talk to the kids, share stories together, laugh with each other, play games, do the workshop, whatever the setup is. That's what we do with You Happy.
That's great. You know, I actually tried your event, remember, a couple of times already, or maybe more than 2 or 3 times. And what I really appreciated about it is how you simplified the idea of putting an event together for a special day in anyone, whether it's a company or an individual. When I tried it, I went to your website and it was so user-friendly. I just clicked on, it's like a menu, you click on everything, and then I get the participant, the main participant, I just get to experience the event and not have to worry about all the administrative logistical stuff. Awesome job, Harvard.
Yeah, sometimes that stops you from actually doing it. All that mystery how to make it together, that stops you. So we do it for you. All you need to do is just go.
Yeah, that's great, man. So that you're helping so many people with that, and it's amazing. How did you think about that idea? Because you know a lot of people have been doing that before you, but I think you're the only one I know that kind of systematized it so well that it just makes it so easy for everyone now to do charity work.
Well, it started with me being passionate about it. So I attend other people's events and I saw mistakes of how they conduct theirs. And there was a longing for me to be able to do it more often. And since I would just wait for them to conduct their own event, I started making my own. So from making my own, from building a network, from getting somehow the word out, so people started saying, can I make an event with you? So that's where it really started. So we've been doing the create your own event format since 2011.
That's great. And then how many volunteers you have? You have a lot of volunteers, I think.
We have a core base, so we call them the core team. So they're the ones who help us conduct the physical event. We have around 70 core members.
Wow. Okay, and this is completely charity
Volunteer. We
organization.
do it for free. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Aren't there operational expenses that you guys have that you have to take care of?
We do have rent, although it's minimal because it's also in my own business. We do have online payments. We have employees. We maintain 2 employees so that we can be able to have a more organized setup. Because if it's a volunteer, it's unpredictable.
Yes.
They can choose to do something else because it's not really their priority. So
Yeah.
we have two people, one to take care of the resource and another to take care of the events.
That's great.
We have two manpower. We also have other expenses like merchandise, materials. We take care of that.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the money you get from the events is enough to cover your basic expenses, right? So that you can run the organization.
Yeah, we do have a small admin expense of around 60,000 a month.
Ah, okay, but you're able to cover it. You're not like shelling out more money on your own pocket, right?
No.
Uh, yeah, the format that we do is we get some commission base from our suppliers.
I see. That's great. Okay, so that's where you're able to cover your cost.
Right. So since every sponsor would like to do X activities, every X activities we get a portion of that to us as the commission. That's
Right.
how we survive.
Yeah, I just realized. Is anyone doing this all over the world or other countries that you know of, like the same format you're doing, or did you get this from another country?
Right now, I haven't really seen anyone copy our system, but we always tell everyone that you can actually copy it. It's actually very simple. All you need to do is to copy paste the system that we have and implement it in your own organization.
Wow. Okay. So if anyone wants to do this in their own country or city, can they contact you? Would that be okay?
Yeah, we even have a manual that we're gonna give out to you on how to
Oh,
conduct it.
that's amazing. I think what you're doing is so cool, and I'm glad that you said that because I'm sure a lot of people are thinking about doing it, but they don't know how to start. And the information you're giving is something that I believe should be, disseminated all over the world because that's a system that really makes people's lives so much better by just doing volunteer work. For both, for the people that the less privileged, and also for the people that want to conduct the activity. Both.
Yeah, we have a 20-page manual. Everything is there. It's very detailed from how to set it up to how to implement it. So if you want to be able to do it yourself, we tell you steps, as in very detailed steps. As the first step you're going to do is, let's say, you set up times for people to come in from setting up their roles for that particular event. So it's a 20-page manual. It's pretty detailed. And it's not double space.
Single space font 10.
Right.
20 pages actually pretty short pa rin, for a business plan or an action plan. But that's awesome, man. Okay, I want to move on and I want to talk to you naman about your other businesses. But before that, how is the lockdown affecting everything you're doing?
Well, I'm usually jumping from one place to another. Although I'm a employer and I delegate a lot of my tasks, I do have hands-on activities that I want to do. So from the morning even till late at night, I don't have weekends because as you know, if you're an entrepreneur, you don't really have a fixed schedule. So every day is like a weekend or every day can be a weekday. So it really
Right.
depends on that. So I do have invitations here and there. I do have meetings. I do have recreational activities. I do my workouts. I do various stuff. But the goal is I need my day to be filled up with something. So
Yes.
I have a phone and I be able to track down all, and I try to insert as many things as I can in one day. So that's really my how do you say, my profile as a person.
Okay. And then now with the lockdown?
With the lockdown, I'm trying to create a routine. So far I'm baby steps with that. So today when I woke up, I started with a 10-minute workout. I'm trying to beat my own time, so I'm doing high intensity workouts at home. So that starts with the push up, uh, then crunches, then the burpees, then the I mean it's a list, no? So I'm trying to do it. So today I did it for 8 minutes. So tomorrow I'm gonna try to do it for 7 minutes. So and then supplements, of course, in the morning. Breakfast, push it to 11 since there's really nothing to do. And then start cooking maybe at 1. walk around the house, watch a lot of news. I've been with DZMM pretty much for the last 4 days. I do have Netflix, HBO Go, iWant TV, Amazon Prime, HOOQ. I have all the movie apps. I downloaded all of them. Of course, Facebook. I've been walking around Ortigas. That's where I live. So I've been just making sure I have social distancing. Just walking around, trying to get some air, exercise. What else have I been doing? I've been taking photos. As you know, I'm also a food blogger. So I get some food deliveries and I take photos of them. Yesterday I got steaks from Rare Food.
Free?
So I got for free. Yeah.
You get all the food for free. Oh, by yeah, which can you tell everyone about your food blog? I forgot about that. When did it start? What's it called? Give me the IG address and how many followers you have. You have a lot.
It's called Alwayshungry.ph. I started it in 2016, so been doing it for 4 years. Last Monday, I had a milestone. I've had 4,000 restaurant reviews
Wow! Oh my God!
from all over the world. 4,000.
So I have to say lang that Harvard, I like it that you have ideas and you implement and you make it happen. I remember when you started Alwayshungry.ph and you were like sharing it with everyone, inviting everyone to add. And how it grew, it's amazing. And now you get free food.
Right now, I'm close to 50,000 followers in Instagram. Around 21,000 followers in Facebook.
Wow, that's amazing.
I also have a blog. Those are my three main channels: the Facebook, the Instagram, and the blog.
Okay. And then that complements your restaurant business as well.
Yes, it does. Research, of course, and of course, free food. Free food every day.
And marketing. I mean, I'm sure you use it for marketing your restaurants as well, right?
Exactly. Actually, I also put up a new business. I put up a business 2 months ago. It's called Manila Kitchen. So Manila Kitchen is a full on commissary that caters to our canteen operators. We have we do pack meals for different companies. So we operate that in Capitolio. So it opened 2 months ago.
Wow, that's great. Good luck with that. That's amazing. I want to hear more about it. Maybe update me from time to time. I'd love to know how that's going.
Yeah.
Okay, so in your lockdown, all right. So let's go back to the lockdown. So your routine now is you're cooking at 11 or 1 and then you're eating and then walking around. You walk around outside every day?
Walk around every day.
Isn't there a limitation to going around? And aren't you like breaking the self-quarantine or the rules of the lockdown?
Well, not really, because Ortigas, as you know, is dead at the moment. With no businesses happening, there's really no people around. So there are many checkpoints, but they don't really bother you when you walk around.
That's good. Okay.
Since I walk with my slippers, they don't think I'm going to anywhere else anyway.
Right. Okay. And then you come back. Then you go back home, and what do you do at night?
So at night, I watch movies. I try to do a bit of mini exercises. I do a lot of sharing in Facebook. I'm trying to be influential on the importance of quarantine as well as a food blogger.
Right. Okay. Obviously, right now, all our businesses are, very affected by this. What have you done anything regarding your employees to be able to help them or anything like that? Or what have you done? Medyo marami yan, actually.
So right now, all my businesses, all our employees are paid until April 14.
That's good.
That's the commitment. So we take it from there. So if it extends from April 14, we'll see. Right now, we don't have a concrete step yet because we don't want to affect our businesses as well.
Yes.
So maybe we'll put them on hold. I don't really know if our expenses can carry them out without any income coming in. So baby steps. So April 14th for now.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I understand. Because, of course, you have to take care of the business as well. Because if the business can't hold all of those expenses during these times, it could close and nobody benefits from that as well.
Yes, and sadly we just opened the commissary and we spent a
Yeah.
lot of money for that.
Yeah.
We don't want to close that right away.
Yeah, of course. Hey, okay. So moving forward, I want to ask you as well. You have an insurance business, and you're an insurance broker for everything, right? Life and non-life.
Yes, that includes healthcare, anything, property, car, house, business, anything under the sun.
And nowadays, I think healthcare and insurance is so important, especially with the advent of this coronavirus. I think people are now starting to understand how important it is to have a safety net regarding your health. I want to ask you, because for everyone who doesn't know Harvard, I get my insurance from Harvard and my medical plan. And Harvard, I'm so happy because when I went to Medical City for that freaking emergency that doesn't happen to me,
Right.
all paid for, thank God. Well, most. I think a big majority of it was paid for. And I didn't have to worry about the bills. I wasn't thinking about how I was going to pay for it. And I think it amounted to about 100 something thousand pesos. Eh. And
Yeah, imagine if you didn't have it, you'll be shelling out 100,000.
yeah, because 2 years ago, or no, sorry, 4 years ago, 4 years now, wow. I had an injury where I didn't, you were bugging me to get insurance or a medical plan and I didn't. And I delayed it and I got an injury, which was so bad that I ended up spending $500,000 for the surgery and the recovery, everything, where if I had gotten that time, it would have paid for it. So this time, it saved me. And now that there's this virus, is this going to be covered by any insurance that you have or medical plan?
Yes, all of my partners are covering COVID-19. So
Perfect.
so that includes MaxiCare, Medicard, Pacific Cross, and Value Care. So they issued their statement stating that they are gonna cover COVID-19. So I'm
That's
actually due to post that today. I'm still thinking of how to post it without being insensitive about it. People might say, "Are you killing me already? Why are you selling me something like that?"
Yeah.
People can be very sensitive about these kind of news. So I'm still somehow cooking how to post it.
Yeah, because it sounds like you're selling from a basis of fear.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll just say it right now for everyone that's watching, that I am so happy that I got the medical plan when I did, and I know it's going to be expiring in 2 months. I think it was 2 months because that's when we got it. I'm going to be renewing it because in these times you never know, and with the COVID-19, it can strike anyone. It's so infectious, and it's good to be covered. And I encourage everyone to be covered. And call up Harvard; he'll take care of you guys.
Yeah, it's not just COVID-19. It can be really anything.
Oh, anything, exactly. Yeah, anything. My God, and you can take your pick, diba? From all the different providers, which one you're comfortable with.
Right.
Okay. So Harvard, you're alone there in your condo with nobody else there.
Yeah.
Bored out of your mind, I'm sure. How do you keep sane? Sige nga, what are your tips to keep sane?
I'm not an expert yet because I haven't really survived a full week. So today is day 5. I think going out, even on the rooftop. Yesterday I was in the rooftop of my condo, taking pictures of the scenery. So I posted on my Facebook the sunset from the rooftop. So actually later on today I'm gonna try to walk from the first floor to the 46th floor.
Wow.
So I'm gonna try to do that as a form of exercise. Just try to be more creative, how to entertain yourself. Eventually, I'm gonna try to map out certain lists. I like doing lists, so I'm gonna start doing lists starting tomorrow. List of anything, places I wanna go, things I wanna eat after COVID-19. I'm gonna start doing that.
So you're being strict with the quarantine right now.
Right now, we're still following the rules. We don't know how long.
How's the grocery for you? How often do you go?
Today I'm scheduled to do a grocery, but I'm very lucky that I live in Ortigas because there's a lot of
convenience stores around my area. So I can actually practically buy anytime I want. There's a Korean store in front of my house where it's not going to close because the people who work there live there too.
Wow.
So they will close. So there's no problem transporting. They have enough goods. So there's a Korean store. There's also a Green Stop store that sells organic, healthy goods, meal on the go, kombucha, healthy snacks. That's open until 12 midnight every day. There's Mini Stop. There's 7-Eleven, open 24 hours. And of course, I have Mega Mall. I have Podium. I have Galleria. I have Shangri-La.
But all the malls are closed.
Yeah, but the supermarkets are open.
Okay, great. Wow, you're lucky. I tried going to the grocery the other day and the line, Unimart, the line there was long. I gave up. Hey, Harvard, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. And I hopefully we'll video call sometime. I think that's a great way for people to still feel connected and not be isolated. All right, thank you so much, Harvard.
Thanks, Chris.
All right, see ya. Bye-bye.